What's going on, guys? Travis Kennedy here, back at you with another gun review. This is the new latest and greatest Smith & Wesson model 1854, their new lever action rifle. Been a long time coming. A lot of history behind this thing. Really cool rifle, chamber 44 Magnum. But first, before I get into it, I want to thank Smith & Wesson for sending this to me. They sent this firearm to me so I can do this review for all of you. I'm also a Smith & Wesson ambassador. So I also want to thank my other sponsors. If you're interested in any of them, I link them all below so you can go check them out yourself. But let's get right into it. So this is the new model 1854, their new lever action rifle, chamber 44 Magnum. And a quick little history on this thing. Smith & Wesson was actually the first one to patent a lever action, not a rifle, but a pistol. It was called a volcanic pistol back in the day when they first kind of developed these things. And since then, this is their first kind of firearm, new lever action. Other companies out there, but for Smith & Wesson, this is brand new. And I just think they're going to go from, sky's the limit with this thing. I know they kind of sat at the table and kind of went back and forth on what to chamber this thing in. They ended up doing the 44 Magnum, but I just think they're going to make more calibers, chamber different calibers going forward. Comment below, let me know what you think, what should be the next one. I know there's other ones out there, so just let me know what you think below. But I'll get right into it. So some features on here, also link the full spec sheet below. So there's tons of features. I'm not going to bore you and go through every single one of them, but I'm just going to highlight a few of my favorite ones, and ones that are easy to show. So the lever here, they increased the diameter of the lever, unlike other lever action rifles on the market right now. So hands could fit in there if you're gloved, won't really get obstructed easily, to manipulate the lever. So that's kind of new. Their true kind of flat face trigger right here, and it has like a little lip at the bottom, but it is flat face, so it feels good once you shoot it. You can notice a difference with this thing. All weather coating. So out the box it comes with the Picatinny rail. I obviously slapped on this Leopold 6HD LPVO, but right out the box it comes with Picatinny rail and iron sights. The rear iron sight has a pretty decent size aperture. Kind of reminded me of the old school kind of just like the standard military iron sights we get, and it has the day and night aperture. So it kind of reminded me of the night aperture. So it's pretty wide, pretty open. And then the front sight here is a pretty cool. I think it's the gold bead front sight. I really like it. It stands out. You can pick it up easy. But I put a scope on here. You could put whatever on here. I've seen guys put some kind of standard red dot, or people who just wanted to shoot irons could shoot irons on this thing. When I first tested it out not too long ago, the test guns had a scope on it, and I wanted to throw a scope on it myself because I thought it was pretty cool, because there's a lot of applicability for this thing for personal and like hunting use as well. So as I mentioned, kind of all-weather coating, pretty durable. The full length is like 19¼ inch barrel, a little over 6 pounds. So it's pretty robust. It's heavy duty. You could tell when you pick this thing up. Kind of the handguard here has 2 M-lock slots, so you can slap a light on here if you want. So kind of one situation for that this kind of firearm applies, maybe personal or home defense. Those of you who live in certain states with kind of restricting laws, this may be the only option for you, but it's a good option. This thing holds 9+1 in the tube, which I think is pretty substantial. And in the rear here, here's the hammer. So right here, as you can see, this is a little extender here. This doesn't come pre-installed. It comes in the box. You could put it on yourself, either if you're either right or left-handed, which I think is pretty cool. Just a little extra little lever for easy manipulation. Vise just like the straight one, as you can see. This little extension here, your thumb fits in there nicely. You can easily manipulate the hammer, which is a cool little feature. If you like it or not, it's up to you. Another cool feature here is the tube actually comes out. So if you're concerned, so the tube will come out, and once it's loaded, so you can easily just kind of unload it from there. Maybe hunters are concerned with like noise or something like that. You don't have to sit there and rack out, you know, 9 rounds and eject it from the chamber and make a mess. You can easily just take out the magazine tube and offload them right then and there, which I think is a pretty cool feature for those who are kind of thinking about that. But I've used it, and I'll demonstrate it here in the video on how it works. But overall, it's pretty cool. It has a safety. See red, that means fire, if you don't know that already. But yeah, not terrible, easy to manipulate. So I think we should get on the range and start shooting this thing. But if you already have one, I know some people already have them. There's some other reviews out there. Comment below, let me know what you think. If you're having fun shooting it, what you like, don't like, etc. So let me know. All right, let's get on the range and shoot it, teams. All right, 44 mag. I'm just using standard FMJs, nothing special here, and surprisingly, this thing's not that hard to load. Some may have, like others out there have like extreme, you know, a lot of tension, but the more you use these types of weapons, the more they get broken in, easier to load. So just keep that in mind. If yours comes like wondering why there's so much tension in there, it's because the spring's tight, you know, new firearm, etc. Just keep that in mind. But overall, not difficult. As I mentioned before, good firearm for those maybe home defense, self-defense, maybe if you live in a restrictive state, or hunters. Another good viable option. I know some people over at Smith & Wesson take this out and did some hog hunting with it, had a lot of success. I mean, I plan on doing something like that with this firearm too. So this is a good option, man, to cover a lot of different bases. So let's get out there and shoot it. Really fun to shoot. It's got some kick because it's 44 mag, but one thing I really enjoy about this thing is the accuracy of this firearm. I mean, it's very noticeable, very accurate, and fun to shoot. I mean, yeah, once you get the scope dialed in, or regardless, even if you're shooting irons, I mean, you're gonna be plugging holes with this thing. So that's what I'm really impressed with that, especially when I first shot this thing in Tennessee. I was shooting out of a scope, but just drilling holes, just keeling my own shots, which is surprising because I don't have much experience shooting lever action rifles. Only shot maybe a couple in the past, and this is the first one, you know, that I've actually owned and been shooting for, you know, since it's been out. So for a few weeks now, but man, they are super accurate. Really looking forward to taking this out and hunting with it. That's my plans with this firearm. That's really what I want to use it for. I don't really need it for home defense or anything like that, but like I said, it is a viable option for those who, you know, may consider, or may be the only option for you to use for home defense, which nonetheless, 9+1, 44 mag, you're gonna do some damage. So if you enjoyed this video, please comment below, let me know what you think. Go check out the spec sheet, go check out all the sponsors. Very grateful for all your support. All your support goes a long way. The channel is growing because of you guys, not because of me, because of all of you. So I'll see you next time for another gun review, teams.